Hashtag Biashara Tuesday is what we're looking at on all social platforms at KUTV Kenya. At Richard_Okenya is my personal handle. Tag me there. A couple of guys already doing that. And maybe let me look at the feedback, right? Stephen Mwanzia, amesema powerful. I think powerful is a reaction to the conversation we've had just right there with Christine on the Mr. and Miss Climate. Remember, it's happening on the 20th of April. Do register, check out the image that we have shared. But if you missed that conversation, it will be there on YouTube by the end of the day so that you can get the details correct, all the intricate details. It is young people for climate change. That's the conversation we just had there with Christine Wanderi, who is also an ambassador, a climate ambassador, and also in the planning committee for that inaugural event. Avush Banadilod, good morning, Biashara Tuesday. Tuned in live at the county of Nairobi, Kasarani. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, and say hi to the people of Kasarani. When you're tweeting us, when you're sending us a message, tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to know how far the show has gone. All the way from Turkey is Donaldo Jaco Juang watching us, and Anasema he's back. Alikuwa ametutupa kidogo, but you're back. It's quite a busy time for him. Thank you for keeping it here on the show. Shikamaru saying he's tuning in for the second time. I'd love to know what was the first time you tuned into the show and how that has changed so far. We're going to shift this conversation into academia. I have with me here a mathematics coach, and we are seeing how we can improve this in schools. Mathematics mentorship is a thing, is a conversation that is trying to kickstart, and Gideon Orengo is joining me in a short while. I have one of his books here with me. It's called Countercy Mathematics, Daily Mathematics Solutions for Challenges and Solutions. So stay tuned. I'm coming back in a short while. Get to the questions, right? All right. Here with Gideon already. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. You're a mentorship coach. You're a mathematics mentorship coach. You're a mathematics coach. Are you a teacher by profession or by choice? We'd love to know, and then we can have a look at how we can improve mathematics all across the curriculum and why important that is for us. But first, of course, please do introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, thank you so much for that chance. My name is Gideon Orengo. I stand out as a mathematics coach and also a conference speaker, and I also happen to be doing mentorship programs. And I'm also really humbled by the grace of God to serve as the executive director at Countercy Mathematics.
All right. So Countercy Mathematics is not the name of the group. It's not the name of the book. Oh. What's Countercy Mathematics? Because I think I introduced it thinking it's the name of this book.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, right. I can maybe clear the air. Right. The Countercy Mathematics is now the organization that I'm working with. Mm-hmm. That is... now the book is just like a subset of it. Okay. It is like a product of the whole program.
All right.
And now the program focuses on improving mathematics and also preparing students for success in high school students.
All right.
Yeah.
So Countercy Mathematics has other things that are happening that is besides the this as one of the products, and I think you'll be informing us later on how that is working and how people can get to participate. Why do you want us to promote mathematics in Kenya?
Mathematics, because I've been really observing the role of mathematics, and I've found it to be very powerful. And I think it's one of the most powerful tools we have as humans, because through mathematics, it's the one that we use to put men to the moon. Mathematics is the one that engineers need, biologists need, the medicine people need, doctors need, all the way up to that mama boga who is there selling cabbages. So mathematics is something that is required all across the board, just from the highest profession to the lowest profession. Even farmers, they need mathematics. So mathematics is something that should be given the weight that it really deserves. And that is why we want to come together and encourage, especially the young souls in high school, to love and to perceive mathematics in the right way.
Right. I'm hoping that none of them is tuning off this program, because I remember when you're starting a discussion on mathematics or on physics or anything technical like that, it sort of becomes a conversation most people do not want to participate in. And you're trying to make it easier, of course, through Countercy Mathematics and yourself as well. So are you a teacher by training, or is this something that you love?
I think what really drives me a lot is the passion in mathematics. I love mathematics so much, so that is why I really so it tries to go into that direction.
All right.
So it's more of a choice.
All right.
Yeah, and also it is a profession, because I'm undertaking professionally in that line.
Okay.
That is in mathematics and also in computer science.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm combining the two of them because they go hand in hand, and when the two are brought together, they do a lot.
All right. Of course, at the foundation of computer science is mathematics, and we have realized the benefits of technology in that regard. How can students now do? What can students do to improve their mathematics ability?
There are a number of things that I would recommend, but the most one and the most critical one is to have that positive attitude in mathematics, because it all starts in the mind, because now that mind is now the incubation of now the ideas and how they perceive mathematics. So once they start having the right attitude in mathematics, then everything will go flowing on well, because through having that positive attitude, it's now the brain that commands the hands to do something. It is now through that they are able to believe in themselves once they have the positive attitude.
Right.
So the first thing is to appreciate that mathematics is a very key instrument in life. And once they do that, there are now other mechanisms that they can also be able to apply along the way. And one of them is doing constant practice. Like when you look like people like athletes, one of the things that really makes them to perfect their skill is going to the ground, doing practice. If it is a person who plays football, like in a Messi, what makes them to shine is that practice that they do. And that is the same case to mathematics. If they want to build their muscles, their mental muscles for mathematics, the thing that they are required to do is to do that practice. And I always recommend that you do at least 5 sums per day, so that you can keep going in the right track in mathematics.
All right. It starts with the attitude, changing your attitude. I'll admit I was a student of engineering back then, and mathematics is at the core of it. Changing my attitude towards calculus was not an easy job. Easier said than done, but once I see differentiation, integration, and then reverse, and then hospital rule, my attitude is not, it doesn't look like it's going to be shifted. So it took me a couple of maybe 15 to 20 Indian tutors in YouTube for me to, change my attitude. Do you think maybe these are also other avenues that they can pursue? Maybe if they cannot get it by reading, they can pursue audiovisual platforms and such avenues.
Yeah, maybe for that, there are many avenues that they can be able to do that. One of them is using the readily available materials, and I believe there are a lot of materials. We can start with their teachers who are readily available. They can really make use of them, and I've found out that how many students, they don't make use of their teachers, though I don't really get to know what's the missing link. I don't know if it's that they fear the teachers or what, but they can make use of the teachers. The other thing is to use the books that they have in the libraries, and they can make use of the revision materials that they have, and also the materials that their peers have, and also another key thing is to form discussion groups. That is also another resource, because another person might be knowing maybe calculus and possibly I know trigonometry. We can come together, we combine those expertise areas that we know, and that is also another resource. So I believe there are so many available resources, and once we utilize the locally available resources, which most of them are free, then we can also go to the auxiliary ones, like watching the tutorials on YouTube, going to Google and making use of the technology. So
Right.
there are so many avenues we can use.
Right. You also do provide an online mathematics program for this Countercy Mathematics. How can they access that?
Oh yeah, and at the moment that you mentioned the word online, something just came into my mind. Like I've been observing, like as a world, we are moving technologically. Like many things are turning out to be technologically advanced, like out there in the world. Yeah, we've seen things like robotics being made, automations being made, and also in Kenya we need to move with the same pace. And that is why we decided that we are going to come to venture into the online space, so that as the other world continues with the online space, we also at par. And that is why we've got the online activities that are meant to make mathematics fun and enjoyable. One of them is providing interactive mathematics tutorials, using animations in a way that the learners are able to understand mathematics. They're able to visualize very well when they see numbers moving. They feel that interest that is driving them. And also on the same on the online mathematics programs that we have, we also have the National Online Mathematics Contest, where students from different schools are able to participate at the comfort of their homes, without necessarily moving to a certain location. So that means a student in Mombasa, another one in Kilifi, another one in Mandera, another one in Thika, and from just different areas, they can be able to go into that online space and be able to do some activities together to learn mathematics, and also to compete favorably.
All right, making it fun for them. I'm hoping maybe in the future we'll be seeing famous TikTokers who are just doing TikTok mathematics, not just dancing every day. But now, let's talk to teachers. How can teachers and how should they engage with their learners in teaching mathematics and making it fun and enjoyable?
Yeah, for teachers, I really appreciate the role they play just to start with, because teachers, they really wear many coats. They are teachers for the first place. They are the mothers, they are fathers to those kids. They are sisters, they are brothers to those children. They are mentors. Yeah, so for teachers, one of the things that they can do, which is very fundamental, is to give hope to those students, because you find through the mentorships that I've been going to schools, I've found out that many students are so discouraged, totally discouraged. They have totally given up. They don't have hope. So the first thing is to instill that hope in the students' minds, to make them understand, or rather have that perception that mathematics is doable, and they can be able to understand it. And once they have been able to drive the hope to the students, then they can go to other mechanisms, such as ensuring that they keep our students at par. Because most of the time you find some teachers, and there's a certain say that was really trending, and that was like funza wenda nyumbani, just go teach and just go home.
Teach and go.
Teach and go. Yeah, we want to change that thing and have that every teacher is considerate on each and every student. Don't just aim at the top students. Make sure that you give regard to each and every student, even the poor ones. Go to their level, go deep down and ask them maybe what's the challenge, and try to solve it all together. And also on that, there's a certain teacher who had said that even if these students fail, they won't fall into my compound. Hata wakianguka wataanguka kwa compound yangu.
Hawataanguka kwangu.
Do you know what happened? Those students, they failed exams, they went out there and they became thugs. And one day they remembered, our teacher have got a number of resources. So they went to his house and they break into the ceiling. Now instead of falling into the compound, they fell into the bedroom. So if you are a teacher, don't be that teacher. Make sure you inspire your students and you train them in the right way.
That's a really funny anecdote there. Na pia wapunguze double lessons, yeah? Kama ni ya PE, ni ya PE.
Yeah, but sometimes what they do is possibly is because they have got that passion. Yeah,
right.
I find a lot of mathematics teachers, they are so passionate. So they want each and every extra minute
To be used towards
mathematics. But now the only challenge that they don't usually address is to make students understand why they are doing it. You know, they are doing it maybe for the best will, but now the students don't understand why they are doing that. So it is also very important that they make students understand that we are doing this because of you. I'm doing this because I want you to pass. I'm doing this because I'm so concerned about your performance. Yeah, making them understand goes also a long way in helping them improve.
All right. Also, while we are still on that conversation on online availability of these resources, KUTV Kenya does actually have one of those. It's called Elimu Live. You can be tuning in to some of those previous programs, and also when it's live during the holidays to ensure that students are watching it, and also during the weekend. You can check out Elimu Live, which is making education, including mathematics, available online, even here, right on TV. Some of those teachers who've been here ensuring the students are passing with flying colors in their examinations. So shout out to them, and also it's commendable job that they have been doing so far. Let's talk about Countercy and the mathematics mentorship. We've been teasing it there a bit, but how's the mentorship organized around, and what are some of those you've done so far?
Oh, yeah, thank you for that question. Yeah, we've observed that a number of students are really discouraged, and they are down. And that is why we came together, together with my team, and we saw it that there's something at least that we can do. So we started a movement. We go to schools, we mentor students on mathematics. At least we give them hopes, and also we teach them some mechanisms, some tips that they can employ in order to pass mathematics. We help them to see the future in them. We help them to bring the best out of them. We help them to unlock their potential. That is through the mentorship programs. So how it is organized is that we usually go to schools. That is when the schools are opened, we usually have those physical programs that mostly we do them in the evening hours. That is about from 2 to 4 or 2 to 5 p.m. Yeah, from just students, just from national schools to extra county schools, to day schools, to sub-county schools. Yeah, all across the board.
All right.
Yeah, and actually after here I'll be going to Alliance Boys High School. Where we'll be having a discussion about mathematics with the gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the Alliance High School.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very
do not
important.
attract the wrath
The
of
Alliance. Yeah, very important actually. In bold and capitalized.
Yes, please do not in bold and capitalized. Yeah, the Alliance High School. Don't attract the wrath of that old boys society. Now, the students at Alliance High School can expect you today, of course, as you said there. And I'm seeing there's another event here. I want us to for you to speak to us about the 11th National Inter-Schools Countercy Mathematics Online Contest, and this is happening on 3rd May 2023. Tell us about this, and what are the activities around it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you for that. During the holiday, like I've been observing that once the students close the school, they spend a lot of time doing things that are maybe not helpful, things that are not really beneficial. So that is why we came up with the online mathematics contest, and alongside it, we've got a number of activities. Throughout the whole holiday, we'll be having programs running that are meant to help the learners to gain more knowledge in mathematics. We'll be having live online mathematics lessons where students can be able to engage us as mathematics coach and tutors. They can be able to ask us questions. Through that, we'll be guiding the students. We'll be also giving them some tips, some mechanisms to pass mathematics. We'll be having some mathematics talks. Yeah, and we'll be giving them, imagine, daily practice questions. Yeah, like after they close, immediately from 19, they'll be sending them daily mathematics practice questions that they can use to practice mathematics. And now about the contest, the one that we'll be doing this holiday is the 11th one. Like we usually do a contest each and every holiday.
Okay.
So this time we'll be having the first round happening on that May, and then we'll be having the second round happening on August, and finally we'll be having the third round that will be happening in the December holiday.
All right.
And what I want to say is that any student who is feeling like he or she has lost hope in mathematics, like you are a student, you've been really working so hard, but you find it's like you are so stagnant. Make sure that you make use of this program that you've put in. And I can assure you that once you make use of them and once you take the program seriously, it is going to do wonders for you, because it's something that has been made with a lot of deliberative moves, with a lot of things that have been put in place. And now for the contest, the students will be able to participate online. So that means that each and every student will be able to participate from the comfort of their homes, regardless of your geographical location, regardless of the school that you are in. You can be able to participate. All that you need is to have a smartphone, and if you don't have a smartphone, you can just go to the nearest cyber and be able to also access the those programs in the cyberspace.
Right. How can they register? And as you've said, of course, you've spoken about the benefits and how they will participate. How can they register now, and what areas specifically are you going to look at in this first round of the areas of mathematics?
Thank you so much. That's really a wonderful question. When we are setting these contests, what we usually do is we set them in such a way that it unleashes the creativity of the student. Sometimes we might try to maybe twist a little bit the question so that we can give the learner that chance maybe to think beyond the box. We sometimes give the learners some puzzles. And all that goes a long way in maybe unlocking their creativity, and also in also gaining more skills in mathematics. How they can be able to register? Currently, a school can be able to register multiple students at once. So if a school wants to register their students, they can go to our website and register as many students as they wish. And in case the students are maybe not registered by the school, they also have a chance to participate. They can go to our website and register themselves individually. And now to access our website, you can just go to Google. You just Google the word Countercy Mathematics. Once you put the word Countercy Mathematics, and thanks, I can see it being projected on the screen. Once you Google the word Countercy Mathematics, once you spell it correctly, and once you search it over the Google, you click on the first option, and you'll find all the information about how to register, how to benefit from the programs, and a lot of amazing and lovely things are there for you.
All right. That is what is happening 3rd of May of 2023. Please make sure, if you're a parent of a student who's coming back home, give them that information. And if you're a student watching, mark your calendars and do participate. Trying to make math fun and enjoyable. And this is one of those books by Gideon Orengo. Kadiri is saying this is your debut book, right?
Oh, yeah.
So back here, I see that every student who purchases this book gets access to free maths coaching for 2 weeks of their choice through online digital tutorials based on most examinable KCSE questions with fully explained solutions. Solutions for every single question are given at the end of each exercise, and a self-evaluating form is placed after every 2 weeks to track the learner's progress and detect the weak points. So kuna majibu huko mwisho iko?
Oh yeah, it's there. What we've done is that we've broken it down for the students.
Right.
We've broken it in months, in weeks, and also in terms of sets. After each and every day, the student knows that I've got some sums to do right here for me. And after each and every day, that is where we've given the solutions.
Right. I see a part to make short notes on the failed topics as well. And listing them here. This is a very good section.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for that.
Right.
Yeah, we put it there because sometimes you find a lot of students, they are really busy reading, but there is no track of progress. But that one is there to track the progress. The learner is able to know that, I'm good in these areas, I'm weak in these areas. So it is a weak detective mechanism tool.
All right. Get it for how much?
That book.
And where? Where can we get it, and how much is it for the students to be aware?
Currently, the book was at 850 shillings, but driven by the purpose to motivate more people and to make more people understand mathematics and gain the skills in mathematics, we gave a discount of 27%. So that means with only shillings 620, 620 shillings, the student can be able to get the book.
Right. I think you should have actually left them to do that calculation, 27% off, and then wajipange mbele, we see if they are on the right track.
We want to make the work easier for them.
And making it fun and enjoyable.
And now on the other question about how they can be able to get the book. We want to make the work so easier for them. And amazingly enough, what we've done is that we are working with a big team. So we've got a team that is doing deliveries to people's nearest towns. So if you say that I'm in Thika and I want to get the book, you just get it there in Thika. If you are in Mombasa, you get it in Mombasa. If you are in Mandera, so there is no need to struggle like to get the book. The book can get delivered at that place that you really want, just at your doorstep.
All right. So do get it for 27% off of 850. Do the math, and then it will be delivered to the nearest location to you. Being pro-business, I think I will close with that. I have noted it's printed in Meru, along Ghana Street. So that's really commendable. We're using local resources, even all the way in Meru, to print this book. What was the decision to do it in Meru and not River Road? In Nairobi in general?
That is actually a very important question. Personally, I've seen a lot of people doing great things just from small. So I'm motivated to see people doing things from humble beginnings. So what I saw it as a good decision to go and promote that a small person who is doing publishing over there, so that person can also be able to grow up and build the muscles of the business, and one day that person will be doing big publishing things there in those areas.
Right.
So the main intent to do that is to promote that small person who is there, because I'm really driven by those humble beginnings.
Right. I hope IEBC is taking a note of that. Go to Meru and print the next set of ballot papers for the elections. Gideon, thank you very much for creating time for us here and for the aim towards making math fun and enjoyable.
Yeah, thank you so much also for having me here. I'm really so delighted and so humbled for you having me here.
Right.
And I really hope that we'll continue having this partnership so that we can continue inspiring more souls, touching more people out there. And together, I believe we'll be able to do great and amazing things.
Right, and finally say hi to the people of the Great Alliance High School. I was a student a few years back, so it's important I do send that shout out to them. Biashara Tuesday is taking a short break. I'm seeing your feedback and also the vile and the reactions to that comment, but we'll be back after that short break, and then more conversations are happening. Climate action is still continuing here. We are taking a look at what is happening somewhere during the month. Remember, we talked about Miss Climate. Next up is another exciting thing in the environment space, so don't go far.